bodies are involved into bringing this program to the fore. Then we'll understand who this program is for and what are the key highlights for it. We'll then move into the detailed curriculum for it. After understanding the curriculum, we'll understand the eligibility criteria and the process of taking admission into this particular certificate. And towards the end, we'll take the Q&A. So that's what we are going to achieve. So hopefully by the end of this particular session, you will have a very clear understanding of what you are entering into when you take up this particular certificate, what all will be the learning outcomes, and how it will benefit you. So on that note, let me start with speaker introduction. So we have with us from IIT Bombay, Wing Commander Rohan Chandak. He is the Program Director of Technocraft Center for Applied Artificial Intelligence at IIT Bombay. Welcome, Wing Commander Rohan.
Hi, good evening. Thanks.
My name is Ujjwal Kumar Singh. I am Deputy General Manager at Great Learning. Great Learning is the official EdTech partner of this particular certificate. So along with IIT Bombay, Great Learning plays an important role into bringing this particular certificate to you. So on that, let us get started. So one of the key bodies from IIT Bombay which has been involved into making this particular certificate a success is Educational Outreach. Educational Outreach is the division of IIT Bombay which provides access to high quality IIT Bombay education for industry and graduates alike, industry professionals and graduates alike. So they help with the design of these programs and certificates like these for working professionals as well as freshers. And the rigor and the rigor which is required for this particular certificate that is offered, and it is offered to diverse upskilling opportunities for professionals. There are multiple programs that are run under Educational Outreach Division of IIT Bombay. There are certification programs, there are EPGDs, there are open exec ed courses, in-house exec ed courses, and there are some SWAYAM courses as well. Now, another key body involved into making this particular certificate a success is TCA2I. So for that, I would like to hand over to Wing Commander Rohan for taking this.
Sure. Thanks, Ujjwal, and a very good evening to all. Am I audible?
You are, yes.
Yeah, great. So about TCA2I, that is Technocraft Center for Applied Artificial Intelligence. We are at IIT Bombay, established in 2021. And what our focus is probably to primarily, I'll say, to bring the research aspect into some sort of a product and make an impact into the industry where it is applicable for. So we are doing translational research over here, wherein we aim to just not focus on the core research aspect as you would fondly know the academia for. But what we want to do is migrate that research into some sort of an industry impactful product. So apart from that, the core area of the research and the development remains AI. But then, as you know, that AI is all over across now. So the horizontal stretch or the spread of AI is exceptional. But with respect to TCA2I, we've just migrated to some bit of cybersecurity with respect to AI. We've also migrated into digital twins with respect and the AI part in that. There's some medical AI applications also going on in the center. And then, of course, beyond this, we also have some sort of a educational outreach programs like this one, wherein we teach learners, not necessarily for the industry, but we also focus a lot on defense learners. We also focus a lot on PSUs who want to migrate their domains and enhance their workplace with respect to the adoption of AI. So it's not just about learning. We also take mini mock projects for them, do some POCs for them, so that they can be translated and scaled into their verticals. So yeah, this is all about TCA2I, and during the journey of this course, we'll be exploring more about the faculty and the kind of work that they're involved in. And of course, we'll be happy to deliver any sort of projects in case you feel so.
Sure. Thank you so much. Next, a quick introduction about Great Learning. So Great Learning has been into the upskilling of working professionals for over 12 years now. In those last 12 years, we have seen journey of over 14 million registered learners and delivered 500 million plus learning hours across 170 plus countries. While doing that, we got very good ratings of 4.8 out of 5 from our learners. And we have seen staggering 91% completion rate. Uh, and we have been lucky to have associated with 8,200 plus industry mentors. Along the way, we also had the opportunity of associating ourselves with some of the world-renowned universities. So, to name a few are Harvard Medical School, Johns Hopkins, MIT, IIT Bombay, Northwestern University, UT Austin, Duke, Deakin, Chicago Booth, and Great Lakes. This some of the key highlights of this certificate in generative AI. So very important to note here is that this particular certificate has been designed completely by IIT Bombay, by IIT Bombay faculties, and the live faculty sessions in an online mode that you will be attending along this entire journey of your certificate will also be taken by IIT Bombay faculty, which is something unique. You will not be just given certain recordings of IIT Bombay faculties to go through. You will have opportunity of attending live faculty sessions wherein you can ask your doubts, clarify the doubts, learn the concepts directly from the best in the business from IIT Bombay, and you will get to do that through this particular certificate. So that's a very important and key role. Now this, as Wing Commander Rohan was mentioning a little while back, the focus is not just on the theoretical aspects, but to ensure that industry relevant curriculum with real world use cases are embedded into this particular curriculum. So that's one of the other key highlights. This particular certificate will be very hands-on. So you just don't get to learn the concepts, but you also get to apply a lot of it. So it will be very hands-on that way. It will be delivered in an online mode. You will have an opportunity to connect with a lot of your peers, of a diverse group of your peers. And that will be a great networking opportunity as well for you, which I'm sure many of you will be coming back to a formal uh, education setup after quite a while. So you will get to interact with your peers as well along the certificate. So in the sessions, you will hear doubts from uh, learners who are coming from very different kind of background. So in your live faculty sessions, it will be kept very interactive, and you get to learn from the doubts and the experiences of different uh, backgrounds of your peers. So that's another advantage of it. And as I was talking about a slide back, we have seen 91% completion rate in our programs at Great Learning. A very important aspect of it comes from personalized attention that you will get through a program manager. So this program manager, dedicated program manager, will ensure that you stay on track in your journey, while the rigor and while the hard work will be done from your side, but the program manager will be the friend, philosopher, and guide throughout the certificate so that you stay on track. And anywhere that you are slipping out, you can always take their help, and they will be able to guide you as to how to catch up with the certificate. So that ensures that you stay on track and you come out successful at the end of it. So quick understanding of I'll be walking you through the eligibility criteria also a few slides down the line, but before that, let's understand who this certificate is for. So this certificate is for someone who is from who is a software and technical professional. Basically, if you want to add generative AI features to products, stay current with evolving tools, and unlock new career opportunities at the intersection of software and AI, then this particular certificate is for you. In case you are a data scientist or a data analyst who is working hands-on with preparation and prediction of using text and images, but want to extract more value out of multimodal data, you can also take advantage of this particular certificate and add value to your current professional experience that you have. Then, in case you are a technology consultant or technical manager, even then you can make use out of this particular certificate. It will be advantageous for you. In case you come from a product background, you are a product manager or product owner who wants to use generative AI into building these product features and workflows, this particular certificate will also help you boost user value there and accelerate delivery. And in case you are a business analyst or a consultant who wants to use generative AI to surface deeper insights and streamline decision making, in that case too, this is the right certificate for you. Let's move to the curriculum. So for that, I would like to hand over to Wing Commander Rohan for walking us through the curriculum.
Sure, great. So with respect to the curriculum, we'll actually start by the foundations of AI, and this would obviously be a successor to some of the pre-work that we'll give you so that all the learners are on the same platform. And we want to bring everybody with respect to the understanding level so that everybody comes to a platform wherein from there we can take you forward. So there would be some foundations of GenAI, and primarily we'll start with how AI was developed with respect to the neural networks, with respect to some of the regression models, and then it translated to GenAI. And from there, we'll take you to the NLP and the NLU things, which is the current state-of-the-art LLMs. So NLU, just for the understanding part, NLU is the natural language understanding. So basically, this is what the model understands. And NLP is, of course, everybody knows because we've been hearing this thing for a long time. NLP is natural language processing. So these are nothing but the embeddings that you feed to the LLMs, and then they sort of make some sense out of the embeddings, and then they deliver you some inferences. So we'll teach you about the architectures of the large language models, what goes behind the scenes with respect to how that particular query or how that particular, I'll say, task is then segregated and then processed within the LLMs and then give you the inference or the output that you want, right? Can you go to the next slide, please? Do I have the option to change? Okay, yeah. So then once you have a foundational understanding of AI, some bit of AI, I'll say, and the foundational understanding of how the LLMs are, we'll then migrate to the CNNs, which is convolutional neural networks. And from there to the variable autoencoders, that is VAE, that is then the GANs transformers, and various modern diffusion based foundational models. We will also be covering upon the visual language models, the audio-based reasoning, robotics, etc. So that if you want to extract some bit of juice from all these multimodal models, you should be able to do that post-discourse, or you should be at least confident of how to operate these in various ecosystems or various circumstances. And then how the particular framework of LLMs per se or the GenAI is then translated to some sort of a informational retrieval, which is nothing but RAG, which most of you would have heard. So we will teach you about the concepts of RAG, the advanced RAGs, then how basically to fine tune a model so that and then give you the comparison between what happens when you just use a plug and play model versus you fine tune a model to your subset of data and get better results for that. So next slide, please. Yeah. So then once you have got a taste of what is RAG, what is fine tuning, then we will navigate to how we build the AI agents, how we build a single agent system, multi-agent system, how we build a RAG, how we build a hybrid system with respect to one is a RAG, one is a fine-tuned model. So we will teach you about, we will tell you about how these basically the deployment happens with respect to when we talk about GenAI. So we will talk about the LLM ops, we will talk about the governance parts, which is very, very critical in these days, the vulnerability that each inherently LLM carries within itself and how to mitigate that, and the AI biases and the ethical governance, all those things will be a part of the LLM ops. Next slide. And then it is not just about teaching, but then with every module or every session that we take, we would also give you some sort of a hands-on so that whatever is being taught in the module, you have a taste and feel of that thing. And then in the end, we would focus on some projects which would give you a glimpse and an appreciation of what goes behind the scenes with respect to actually deploying these AI agents, how to utilize them, how to formulate a pipeline of the entire architecture, how to plan an architecture per se. Of course, we'll not be giving you an industry grade end-to-end solution. That's not a part of the scope of the course. But we want to give you a glimpse of what effort goes behind actually I'll say making a AI system, and generally these days we call them as the agents, the AI agents, which are working behind the scene. So how these agents interact with each other, what is the kind of task that each agent delivers, and can we have a multi-agent system wherein an agent is a manager and the other agents are workers, and all those things. So there could be many use cases probably going down the course timelines. You can also suggest us that, okay, this is a interesting topic that we want to build on, and we can try that also. So it's not just restricted to these 6 projects that actually flashed over here. Some of them probably going down the line, you will say that, okay, this thing we can do on ourselves. But yeah, we want to try something else. So we can try that also. Yeah, next slide, please.
Yeah. So I'll take it up. Thank you for that walkthrough through the detailed curriculum. We will be shortly coming to the doubts. I can see a few in the chat. But before that, let's understand the eligibility criteria. So applicants must hold a bachelor's degree with a minimum aggregate of 50% or equivalent CGPA, or you should have a bachelor's degree and have a minimum of 5 years of work experience. So in that case, you will be eligible for taking this certificate. The selection process is a 3-step process, wherein in the first step, you apply using the application link. It is available on the website. It will also be shared shortly with you in the chat. So you can apply through that. Once you do that, you go through a mandatory screening call with the registration office. After getting cleared from there, you will receive an offer letter. And through that offer letter, you can confirm your seat by paying the registration fee, which is 20,000 rupees plus GST. The total fee of the certificate is 1,80,000 plus GST, and the 20,000 plus GST in registration fee that you paid will be adjusted into that total fee as well. So that's the selection process. This is how the certificate will look like. It will be offered to you through IIT Bombay Educational Outreach. So that's how your certificate will look like. This is a sample copy of that. Yeah, for more information, you can always visit the site, click on it, and learning consultant will talk to you and guide you on the steps ahead. So let's go into the Q&A. One question which I see is it only for technical people? Wing Commander Rohan, if you can take that.
Sure. So we intend to deliver this course because to somebody who's technically oriented, uh, saying that we are not restricting the audience because we will be giving some pre-work and pre-coursework with respect to how to actually build up some skills for coding, build up some skills with respect to understanding of AI and the understanding of math behind that. So definitely, if you are a technical personnel, uh, it will help you. But yeah, we intend to bring the audience to the same platform, as I said, before the course starts. There would be a lot of hands-on. There would be a lot of programming, Python programming that you would be doing. So if you're interested in that, if you feel that that will add value to your current profile, definitely it would be good.
So, couple of more details which I see in the question. So just for the audience, so this is a 5-month course. The sessions will happen over the weekends. So either it will be on a Saturday or a Sunday. Typically, it will be somewhere between 2 to 3 hours of session is what will be conducted. At times, certain faculties also conduct some TA sessions, which happens on the again on the weekend itself. But that is also something which depends on faculty to faculty, but that can also be the case. So that will be an additional maybe 1 hour or so where doubts will be clarified. So that depends on the faculty, right? So, but yes, 2 to 3 hours of session. will happen over the weekend in an online mode. Um, is this certificate relevant for finance department? A person from finance department is asking that.
So we will be teaching the basics, as I said, we'll be teaching about AI. We'll be talking about GenAI most part of the course, and we'll be talking about how to actually uh, build products with respect to uh, implementing GenAI and the AI agents behind the scenes. Uh, we cannot focus on industry specific teaching, that is for sure. But what we will teach is definitely going to give you an appreciation of how you can implement the Gen AI parts and how you can implement the AI with respect to your industry. So that would be our focus.
Sure. A question is, what different technologies will we work on?
So the foundations of Python is a must for this. If you've not burnt your hands in that, then definitely that is also different now. So Python definitely for implementation of the AI, but we want to evolve with respect to how the GenAI aspects are being used. So we will be probably implementing LangChains, LangGraphs. We would try some clawbots also. So that you have an appreciation of how AI is implemented with respect to developing a product or developing or giving a solution.
Okay, sure. Um, okay, there is one question which I can take. Is this more of a recorded session or more of live sessions? Definitely more of live sessions by IIT Bombay faculties. So it will reliance will not be a lot on the recorded part. There can be a few recorded sessions here and there, but mostly the delivery will be in live mode. So you will get to interact with the faculty, ask your doubts, clarify your doubts in a live mode. Unlike this particular session wherein you have to ask the doubts over chat, there you will be able to unmute yourself and interact with the faculty as well. So that's how it is. The fee of the program, as I have iterated earlier, it is 1,80,000 plus GST. So yeah. Mm. Yeah. A question is to share more details about the faculty. You can find it on our website. There are three faculties currently who are teaching, and Wing Commander Rohan also takes a few sessions. So you can find the details on our website. And in case you don't, you can talk to the learning consultant, and you'll get to know. Is there an exam at the end of the course? Is a question.
So we will have some courseworks. We will give you some modules to do post your sessions. We will also give you some quizzes, and these would be quizzes that would be hosted on the platform on a time-to-time basis. And the assessment will be based on what your attendance is, how you participated in the quiz, and definitely the end of the thing, which is the project work. So there would not be per se any specific exam post the course, but you will be evaluated all throughout the course so that the continuation of learning is there.
Um, does the program offer placement assistance, placement support? There is no placement assistance as such in this program. That's something that because almost all our participants, as you saw in the eligibility criteria as well, come from a working professional background. So this program will help you um, become adept with the much needed Gen AI, which is required in almost all the roles right now. So this will help you survive your current roles as well as excel in it. So that's about it. Um, there is a question is can you teach us to free API key for project as I am using Cloud Gemini, but the key expire immediately. Okay, there is a
Yeah,
slightly specific
so
question.
these keys are not a part of not in the scope. We will be teaching you with respect to the exploiting the open source models, but also we will be talking about privately hosted models. So for those whose API keys have been exhausted, can use the privately hosted models to be able to appreciate what we are trying to build. So I could also see that there is one query which says that will we be yes, building some platforms like NA10 or using NA10? Definitely yes. We we will teach you about how to build a platform like NA10 with respect to the AI part, that how these agents are being utilized to perform some tasks and then interacting with each other to deliver the desired output. So we will be definitely teaching or giving you a good appreciation about that. But building a platform like NA10 involves a lot of other things, which is not a part of this course. So we will not be covering per se about the front end, the back end. We'll not be covering about the I'll say different frameworks like React, like any of the databases you might be thinking of. We'll not be covering that. We'll be talking only about how AI agents can help you build a platform like N8N, and we can give you a small glimpse of how it is done also.
Sure. There is a question on how many students in the batch. So it will be around 150 students in the class that you will be part of. And the next batch is upcoming in the first week of June. So around that time. So, but having said that, since the number of seats are limited, um, so you should definitely expedite your admission process. And once you talk to the learning consultant, they'll also give you a lot of insights. There is a question on whether there are EMI options to pay. So you have an option of taking a loan, and the learning consultant will be able to guide you better. So talk to the admissions office, and they'll be able to help you out on that. Um, would certificate hold any grades barrier? Kanish, can you please specify more on that? What do you mean by that? With this certificate, what do you mean by the grades barrier? If you can clarify on that. There is a question if recordings will be available in case you miss a class. The answer is yes. You will have these sessions will be conducted over Zoom recorded sessions on Olympus platform, which is the learning management system provided by Great Learning. So on that, you will find all the recordings. But having said that, it is highly advisable that you don't miss an opportunity to interact with the faculty, because the more you learn in the class, the lesser you will have to work afterwards. But having said that, yes, in case we understand you are working professionals, in case you miss out on certain sessions, you can always catch up on the recordings. Course start date is, as I mentioned, June first week, and it will take 5 months from there for you to finish the certificate and complete it. So, yeah. There is a question, will we get access to the paid version of AI tools that will be taught?
No, unfortunately not.
Does it require any minimum grades to pass? Yes, and all of that will be shared with you once you get into the program. Talk to your learning consultant, and they'll be able to let you know on that. There will be no face-to-face sessions. This does not have a provision of having an immersion at campus, so there'll be no face-to-face session here. I think in the Q&A section, we have covered almost everything. There is a question, is there any AI program on AI ethics and governance? So we don't touch base on this in this particular certificate, right? Wing Commander Rohan, on
Yeah,
AI
we
ethics
will
and
no no no
governance.
we will actually touch on the governance and ethics part.
Okay.
And that's when we will teach about the fine tuning and probably extraction of maybe the prompt engineering part itself. So there we will touch about the governance and the ethics part.
Sure. Um, there is a interesting question. How does one select which course in AI should be taken, as there is a plethora of AI courses in the market?
So depends on what stream you like, what sort of profile you are in. If you're a technical profile, then this is a very good course for you to subscribe to. If you are somewhere in the mid-senior on the senior level of the hierarchy, then there are a lot of AI leadership and AI management courses. But I will say that all these courses have the foundations of actually giving you a glimpse of what AI can do and what AI can not do. So far, if that course is able to address this, I think it's a good course to subscribe. Because these days there's a lot of cloud about how we can apply AI, where we can apply AI, and sort of what infra, what effort goes behind the application, which is a lot of times misread and misunderstood by a lot of people in the senior hierarchy also. So I will say that if you have an appreciation of how the products are built, what effort goes behind the scenes, definitely you will be able to much appreciate how to implement that kind of a AI of a say any AI with respect to your field of work.
Thank you. Thank you for that. There is a question specific again related to a tool. The question is that the AI ecosystem is evolving very, very fast. Will the course also cover usage of tools like OpenClaw?
We will actually cover some of that. And see, as you can say, like you rightly pointed out, with every course, we are also seeing there's an evolution of the technology itself and the evolution of applications of AI, per se. Uh, Before we started the previous course, there was nothing called as a clawbot. But when we entered into the previous course, clawbot suddenly make a big bang. Right. So definitely we will be covering of what the technology is already inducted or I'll say introduced in the market. We will try to cover the latest, but if during the journey of the course any new technology comes up, then I will say that we should not have those expectations with respect to the coverage of the sessions.
Sure. Okay. Regarding one of the previous questions about the grades barrier, is there any minimum grades to pass? So this is again decided by the individual faculty for their respective modules. But yes, there is minimum grades to pass. This is a certificate program which is offered by very reputed IIT Bombay, and there will be enough rigor to ensure that this certificate is not just there for the giving. So yes, there will be minimum grades. There will be uh, continuous assessment throughout the course to ensure that, more importantly, rather than just grades and just looking at the marks, more importantly, whether you come out and learn from it or not. So that's the emphasis of all the professors and the way this course has been designed. So yeah, there will be minimum grades for you to pass. There is a question on Saturday and Sunday, at what time will the course start and end? See, this is decided based on the availability of the faculty, and it will be communicated closer to the batch start. So the current batch which is going on, the session is in the first half, 10 to 1, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturdays. But again, it can be either on Saturday or Sunday. But yes, rest assured that the timing will be given to you in advance so that you can plan accordingly. There is a very good question. How much learning curve would be required for a senior developer after the program?
After the program or before the program?
After the program.
Okay, so during the program, we'll be giving a lot of hands-on. So definitely the learning curve during the program itself would be quite appreciable. After the program, it depends on the individual with respect to where they want to migrate. So when we talk about AI, there are a lot of verticals with respect to AI. One is the use of regression models and the use of predictive maintenance and all those things wherein you can build your foundational models, you can apply the existing models. The other one is the use of already existing LLMs with respect to formulating some RAG agents. Then the third one is with respect to using AI in the computer vision, the voice, and the speech prompt statements. So it depends where you want to place yourself post the program. Definitely, you can enhance your learning curve with respect to that. But this program will definitely give you an overview and a good appreciation of all these verticals.
Sure. A question is the course active for lifetime or requires renewal? So the access to the content will be available to you around 1.5 years after graduating from the course as well. After you complete the course, which is for 5 months, after that also you will have another 1.5 years or so. You will have the access. Yeah. Will this training help gaining hands-on skills for doing rapid development of agentic AI applications?
Yeah, definitely. Because these days nobody actually puts the effort of coding by themselves. So there's always a code which is generated by the AI and then you start implementing that. So the rapid development has already evolved and already in practice now. So we will be talking a lot about that. We will be like doing a lot of hands-on per se with respect to that also. So there would be a lot of rapid development that would be happening.
We pick a few questions from the chat as well. The Q&A mostly we have answered. I'll come back to it. Sundays, okay, at least I think we have touched upon. I think we have already discussed about live sessions and recorded part. There is a teacher. She's asking if she can also take this course as it is absolutely technical.
Okay, so along with this, I'll probably club one of the other questions also, which is posted as I need to know how the technology works and not the coding. So I think this aligns with the teacher's question also. Uh, yeah, we will be first teaching you. We will be giving you an appreciation of how the AI is built, how the AI works and implemented. And then after that, there would be some hands-on sessions. So it's absolutely your choice whether you want to do the hands-on or not. But yes, in the end, there would be some projects which you will be a part of and would be also important for you to deliver those projects as they would be finally contributing to your grading systems. So I think that we will bring you to that level wherein I think that during the journey of the course, you will also like to code. And given the power that just a prompt can create a code and then probably solve your problem, I think you will enjoy that process. So it's totally up to you. If you want to just go into the theory, that's an option for you. But we would be taking the hands-on session after each session, which is either on a Saturday or a Sunday. And it's totally your choice to be available for that session.
There's a question, are we also implementing AI with CRM or ERP integrations?
Uh, so as I said, we cannot go specific into the use cases per se of the industry, but we can tell you that how it can be implemented. Definitely a CRM or a ERP integration requires a different sort of approach, and I don't think that the ecosystem will be there within the scope of the course. But we will be covering off with respect to if at all there is a ERP existing or if at all there's a CRM module in the company and you want the AI to be implemented as a part of the user experience, then that would be discussed. Yeah.
Sure. Um, there is a question which I'll take. Will I get a job after the course? Vijay, getting a job depends on many other aspects. Just having the technical know-how is one of the things which this certificate will definitely ensure that you gain. But then again, your communication skills, your previous background, years of work experience, a lot other factors play a role, right? So while this particular course and this particular certificate is the need of the hour, understanding GenAI and learning that and the technology behind it, especially from the best of the faculties in the country, if not the world, is going to benefit you. But having said that, how you take that and convert that into a job is something which will still depend on you, and for that you will have to keep trying on that. So that's going to be the scenario. Um, uh, One of the candidates wanted to understand if we are also going to create projects and case studies as part of this curriculum. I know we covered a bit of it in the curriculum part. Along with GenAI and Python, what else is needed, or will we learn uh, or implementing AI with CRM or ERP? ERP integration, I think you have already mentioned. But yeah, create projects and case studies. I think you can just briefly reiterate that once, Wing Commander Rohan.
So we will do some mini projects. Uh, some of the projects were already flashed in some of the slides, one of the slides, in fact.
Yeah.
But beyond that, as I said, if the cohort feels that there are some interesting use cases and during the journey they think that this would be a good problem to solve or to touch upon, then we can try to actually do some sort of a proof of concept in that also.
Um, One of the candidates is from public relations background, and wants to know if this course will hold any opportunities in future.
So, as I said, AI is getting into the PR domain as well a lot. Now, if you want to talk about a narrative PR, then a lot of people are using the AI as agents with respect to formulating the narrative and then automating that task of pushing it into the various social media platforms and doing it on a timely basis. So that's one part of it. Second part is if you want to get into a visual PR sort of a thing, then uh, the content that we will teach will give you an appreciation of how to apply the vision AI models, how to actually do the prompt engineering and set up the entire pipeline so that just by I'll say push of a task, the entire pipeline gets activated and then you are able to generate the kind of videos and probably the audios or probably the content that you want. Uh, so it depends on how you want to apply the PR, but yes, there's a lot of use case for AI in PR per se.
Sure. There is a very good question I think will be pertinent for a lot of the participants. Do we need to have complete Python knowledge or fundamentals would do?
I think that fundamentals will do. Uh, in any case, with the advent of I'll say vibe coding. It is not expected that you have the entire knowledge of Python because a lot of bugs per se, a lot of issues are solved by again asking the agent itself to resolve that and then it gives you the answer. So we will not go deep inside into the foundations. I'll not say foundation, but the advanced topics of Python and all. And during the journey, you will also realize that at this day and age, probably that is not required because a lot of help is already done by the AI tools with respect to even if they are doing some advanced level of coding, then also you're able to put that back and ask them that what does this particular code block means? And they're giving you a very comprehensive elaboration and the answer on that. So, but yes, the fundamentals are required because you need to know what sort of libraries or what sort of packages to use in this particular module to be able to make that function well. That would definitely give you a head start.
Yeah, I think what is required is an open mind, and you should not be afraid of the technology. You should embrace it. I think
Yeah.
that's very important, and you should be willing to learn that. In today's day and age, as Wing Commander Rohan mentioned, uh, if you pass on a picture of a calculator to the prompt and mention that, write a code with all the functionalities of calculator and code it for me, the system will give it to you. You should be able to understand that to an extent, and that's where your fundamentals and your basics of the Python knowledge will help. And you have enough time from now to learn the basics of it and continue learning onto it as you progress. So in the certificate, as you move on, so as long as you are willing to learn and have that courage to take that plunge, I think nothing stops you. A follow-up question on that was, is the cloud or API or database knowledge required too?
We will be telling a bit about the APIs because that's one thing that you will in any case need to interact with the agents as well. But I don't think that you require cloud knowledge per se, because that's again a totally different out of scope thing. And different clouds have different ways of functioning. Probably the end goal or the modules that the cloud hosts are more or less same, but then different clouds have their own nuances. So we will not be touching on that. But yes, during the course, you will see some appreciation of with respect to the APIs, because in any case, if you are communicating to open source model, you in any case need an API for that. So yes, the appreciation of APIs would be there, but the interaction between the cloud entities is not a part of the scope. Of course.
I guess we have taken all the questions, and then I hope that the participants found value into understanding what lies ahead of them. I think that was the motive of this particular session, and in the last 45 minutes or so, we have been able to cover on that. So thanks to all the participants for taking out time and attending this particular session. I hope this gave clarity to you, and I hope to see you all at the other side into this particular certificate. Thank you, Wing Commander Rohan, for taking out time and attending this and helping out the candidates with making a more informed decision into joining this particular certificate. Thank you for that.
Sure. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Very good
Thank you.
evening,
All the
and
best.
thank you. Thanks.
Good
Bye.
evening.